As Mogadishu descends into conflict, Washington's representative to Somalia visits Somaliland. On Wednesday in Mogadishu, forces acting under orders from Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, whose constitutional mandate expired on May 15, 2026, fired on the residence of former President Sharif Sheikh Ahmed. Hours earlier, those same forces attacked a reconciliation meeting at which former Prime Minister Hassan Ethio-Eritrea was sitting with traditional elders, including Yugas Maximud Kali Yugas. Kaira had left the fortified green zone around the airport and moved to his residence in the Howell-Wadag district to take part in Thursday's planned protests. The attack came to him there. According to eyewitnesses and multiple media reports, the fighting continued for several hours and into the night, with forces on both sides deploying truck-mounted heavy machine guns and RPGs. At least one person is dead. 900 kilometers to the northwest, in Hargeisa, Justin Davis, the U.S. Embassy's chargé d'affaires ad interim and the most senior American diplomat in the region, was meeting with President Abdirahman Mohammed Abdullahi Euro, his foreign minister, his minister presidency, and Ambassador Mohammed Haji, Somaliland's newly appointed envoy to Israel. Photos of Somaliland officials wearing lapel pins bearing the flags of both Somaliland and the United States were circulating on social media by evening. Mogadishu conflict. It is not the first time Mogadishu has been here. In 2021, when then-President Farmajo attempted his own term extension, the capital erupted in street battles and the move drew international condemnation. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud was among Farmajo's loudest critics. He pushed through his own constitutional amendments in March 2026, extending both presidential and parliamentary terms from 4 to 5 years. The opposition rejected the move as illegitimate. After May 15th, the date his original mandate expired, they stopped recognizing him as president. Mogadishu conflict. It is not the first time Mogadishu has been here. In 2021, when then-President Farmajo attempted his own term extension, the capital erupted in street battles and the move drew international condemnation. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud was among Farmajo's loudest critics. He pushed through his own constitutional amendments in March 2026, extending both presidential and parliamentary terms from 4 to 5 years. The opposition rejected the move as illegitimate. After May 15th, the date his original mandate expired, they stopped recognizing him as president. For the first time in writing, Washington acknowledged that AFRICOM maintains regular engagements with Somaliland authorities and is exploring areas for expanded cooperation. The report also identified Somaliland as a potential partner for countering the Houthi threat and monitoring al-Shabaab connectivity in the Red Sea corridor, and flagged Berbera as a commercial and strategic opportunity given the port's role as a trade corridor for landlocked Ethiopia. Davis was part of that engagement before becoming chargé. He accompanied AFRICOM Commander General Dagvin Anderson to the presidential palace in November 2025. According to sources familiar with this week's visit, discussions covered maritime security and monitoring of the Houthi threat in the Red Sea corridor, consistent with the priorities the report laid out given Somaliland's position near the Bab el-Mandab Strait. The report reaffirms U.S. recognition of Somalia's territorial integrity and stops short of recommending a change in recognition policy. It does note that because Washington maintains a single travel advisory covering both Somaliland and Somalia, American officials visiting Hargeisa are required to use non-commercial aircraft and resource-intensive security measures. The contradiction. The State Department report that preceded Davis's visit reaffirms U.S. recognition of Somalia's territorial integrity, while simultaneously confirming regular AFRICOM engagement with Somaliland and identifying it as a security partner in the Red Sea corridor. Washington has not changed its formal position. Its practical posture is another matter. The visit has not gone without criticism at home. Somaliland social media commentators have questioned why President Euro is receiving a diplomat whose formal mandate covers the Federal Republic of Somalia, a government Somaliland does not recognize, and that does not recognize it. Some have gone further, poking fun at the lapel pins bearing both flags, asking whether a photo opportunity substitutes for the recognition Somaliland has spent 35 years pursuing. The State Department report compounds the tension. While confirming AFRICOM's engagement with Somaliland, it characterizes Somaliland's separation from Mogadishu as its refusal to cooperate with national authorities, Mogadishu's framing in a U.S. government document. Somaliland has held 4 presidential elections and multiple peaceful transfers of power since 1991. Davis sat across from President Iro on the same day government forces in Mogadishu were firing on a former prime minister and attacking the residence of a former president. Washington's policy has not changed. Its engagement increasingly speaks for itself.